we're checking in on the price of oil this morning, $43.27. So it's up 1 3/4% for WTI. Brent trading at 51.08. It too is higher. Crude oil has been under $50 a barrel for over a week now, and the Wall Street Journal is reporting that banks are taking down their price forecasts. So sliding oil prices obviously helps drivers at the pump. Take a look at this. $2.31 is the national average to fill up. But my next guest says to enjoy this while it lasts, because these cheap prices ain't going to last much longer. And joining me now, former Shell Oil president and founder and chief executive of Citizens for Affordable Energy, John Hofmeister. John, thanks for coming on. So how high are prices going to go then?
Well, it depends upon how quickly we take oil off the market. There's two worlds out there, Lauren. One world is the world of traders, and their job is to connect barrels with customers. And they don't care if the price is high or the price is low. They get paid based upon how many barrels they sell. And so that's what their business is. But there's another world out there, the world of operators. And the operators are caught right now with a glut on their hand. And that's because we thought that 2 million barrels a day of Iranian oil would come off the market due to sanctions. Well, that didn't happen. So we've got about a 2 million barrel a day glut, which has been accumulating, which is why the price keeps dropping. And as long as the sanctions aren't applied, we have to pull back production in other parts of the world because we don't need too much oil, because it's too cheap. And I think we will pull back. Saudi Arabia will lead the pack, I think, because they have the most at stake, given that they've set a national budget this year for $80 a barrel.
Wow.
And so I think that they will probably prevail in the end.
So how much does a U.S. producer need the price of oil to be in order to make money so they can continue tapping into their resources to keep the oil flowing? Because when we get through this glut, and eventually we will, we're going to need new sources of oil to bring the price down at that point.
It depends if they're producing new oil or old oil.
Okay.
New oil really needs to be above $50. I just can't imagine running a business below $50 a barrel at today's prices, with the shortages of labor, the shortages of equipment and so forth, which we knew would come because of the period from 2014 to 2017 where we had low oil prices before. We cut way back. And so it's going to need to be into the 60s and 70s for the companies to make decent money so they can provide for our future. And that's what the operators have to do.
Yeah.
They have to provide for the future, not just today.
So enjoy the $2.31 a gallon gas while you can. That's the point. I'm curious to see if OPEC is even still relevant, because according to the energy minister for the United Arab Emirates, OPEC is ready to hold an extra meeting to see if more production cuts. They promised to take 1.2 million barrels a day off the market, to see if more cuts are going to be necessary. So A, do you see more cuts? And then B, do they make a difference?
Yes, they make a difference. And yes, I see more cuts coming because unless the U.S. backs off a bit. The U.S. doesn't operate based upon a cartel like OPEC. The U.S. operates on a capital basis, a market basis, and there's no government interference in what companies do in the U.S. In other parts of the world, that's not the case with national oil companies and OPEC. OPEC continues to be relevant. They continue to control 30-plus million barrels a day of production, and that's relevant in a world of 100 million barrels a day. So while people can discount them, say their reign is over, I don't see it that way.
John, it's Christina Partsinevelos here. You brought up the United States and domestic production over here. It seems like it continues to climb higher. Do you believe going forward that there's going to be this compliance commitment, not only from the U.S., but also from Saudi Arabia? You did say it was in their best interest, but I'm still skeptical.
I think the Saudis and the Russians have found a new pact together, and I think they need money. Remember, Saudi Arabia exports nothing but oil. Russia exports virtually nothing but oil. And oil supports the national budget in a tremendous way. And so they can't make it in their countries on a responsible fiscal or financial basis on $42, $43 oil. It just doesn't work. So they need higher oil prices in order to pay their bills in order to have financial credibility and integrity over time. They owe their people, they owe their governments, they owe their militaries financial support, and so I think they will cooperate more than not.
All right, John Hofmeister, thank you very much. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.